Welcome to Be Less Stupid. I'm the host, Jon Hotchkiss. Before we get to part 2 of our series on Medicare For All, I would like to take a moment to say a quick word about gun control. I have 2 new videos up about gun control, but thanks to YouTube's algorithm, they are not showing up in people's feeds. That is because YouTube has decided to serve viewers fewer videos about guns. Only here's the thing. YouTube's robots can't tell the difference between videos that are glamorizing or that are just pro-gun and videos like mine that talk seriously about gun control. Anyway, I think that the videos are worthwhile, and I hope that you'll go to Be Less Stupid's homepage on YouTube and watch them. They are in the list of most recent videos. Okay, this is part 2 of my series on Medicare For All. In part 1, I was at a recent Bernie Sanders rally here in Los Angeles and asked people if they could explain to me what Medicare For All is. I'm going to leave a link down in the description for part 1. However, you don't have to have seen it to keep watching. So, healthcare is becoming the #1 issue that Democrats are running on, if you don't count getting rid of Donald Trump. And because it is so important, I now want to tell you what the Democratic candidates are not telling you about their Medicare For All proposals. And remember, I'm a liberal just like you, but I think that the facts matter.
Are we satisfied that we are the only major country on earth not to guarantee health care to every man, woman, and child?
No! Bernie's Medicare For All program is not based on America's current Medicare program. Bernie's plan is something totally new. He's just calling it Medicare. Bernie has not committed to a plan that would actually pay for all of this new health care. He did, however, release a 5-page paper with about 10 ideas to raise the multiple billions of dollars, but he has not committed to any one of those plans in particular.
Are we satisfied that we pay by far the highest prices in the world for prescription drugs? No!
Then there's the very serious issue of wait times. The wait time to actually see a doctor is going to rise significantly under a new Medicare For All program. If you take the 28 million people who are uninsured and suddenly insure them, you've now dramatically increased the number of people who would like to see a doctor. Only here's the thing, you haven't increased the number of doctors. Imagine if instead of doctors we were talking about, say, a new movie that you wanted to see. Only it's just playing in one theater. A theater with a fixed number of seats. If everyone that you know wants to see that movie, because it has explosions and nudity, and in this case, free prostate exams, the line to get in is going to be very long, and it's going to take a long time before you can get into the theater. Even worse, during that time, your prostate is getting bigger, or that lump on your breast is going undiagnosed, or that tumor on your lung is growing a mustache. And this fear of long waits is not theoretical. In Canada last year, according to the USA Today, the wait time between seeing a general practitioner and following up with a specialist was 10 weeks. That same report said that Canadians waited 3 months to see an eye doctor, 4 months to see the orthopedist, and 5 months to see a neurosurgeon. In the Netherlands, patients are waiting up to 1 year to see a specialist. Patients in England are waiting up to 3 weeks to see their primary doctor. And according to a new report, that country needs 6,000 new general practitioners in order to keep up with demand. Canadians are also having to pay out of pocket for prescription drugs, visits to the psychiatrist, the eye doctor, dentist, and for ambulance rides. According to a report cited by the U.S. News & World Report, 50,000 Canadians had to seek additional treatment outside of Canada in 2014, and that was a 25% increase over the previous year.
What this fight is about is to say that you get sick, or you get sick, or you get sick, you don't have to worry about whether you can afford to go to the doctor. You're sick, you go to the doctor.
But wait, there is more. According to Bernie's plan, he would get rid of the medical insurance industry. And while look, catapulting insurance agents one by one into Mexico sounds like a fantastic idea. According to the U.S. Department of Labor and Statistics, 1.5 million Americans work in the health insurance industry. When the catapult idea gets squashed because it's cruel, we're going to have 1.5 million insurance agents who are out of work. who won't be able to feed their families and will have no one to put on hold for 30 minutes while they talk to a supervisor.
And today we say loudly and clearly, healthcare is a human right.
Then, once the Medicare For All system is in place, there's the issue of authorizing treatments. Under current health plans, the insurance company has to authorize tests or treatments. It's how they save money and get rich at the expense of our own health. Let me give you an example. If you go to a doctor complaining of a chest pain, wheezing, and a shortness of breath, the doctor might want you to have, say, an MRI. On the one hand, you could have the flu. On the other hand, it could be lung cancer. However, an MRI could cost as much as $3,500. So the insurance company denies the MRI and instead authorizes the doctor to put you on a 6-week course of antibiotics. Now, if all you had was the flu, great! The insurance company just saved $3,500. If, however, you had lung cancer, their penny pinching has allowed your lung cancer to go untreated for an additional 6 weeks. And that could literally be the difference between living and dying.
So what is the reason? How does it happen that we continue to be the only major country on earth not to guarantee health care to all? And I'll tell you what the reason is. The reason has nothing to do with health care. It has everything to do with greed.
That same scenario, a layer of bureaucracy determining healthcare treatments, will have to happen under Medicare For All. The system could not afford to operate if every doctor who ordered an MRI at $3,500 was able to get one. Then there's the issue of the insurance companies themselves, which are also public companies with billions in assets and millions of stockholders who will lose billions of dollars if this portion of their portfolio is suddenly, by government fiat, worthless. And if the government were to suddenly decide that health insurance companies were outlawed, individual investors and institutional pension funds would reasonably worry about what might be the next industry on the government's hit list. As Bill Murray said in Ghostbusters, it'd be anarchy, dogs and cats living together. So, what's my point in pointing out these very serious flaws in the linchpin of progressive political ideas going into the 2020 race for the presidency? Well, it's because I want people to know facts. It is okay to want to change the system. It is okay to want healthcare for all. Bernie is right when he says that healthcare is a human right. But it is not okay to sell a colossal change to the American healthcare system and the U.S. economy using the tricks of a used car salesman. What do I have to do to put you into Medicare for All? Today, Medicare for All has the highest medical coverage of any healthcare program, period. Not just in its class. Motor Trend is calling Medicare for All the Porsche of medical coverage. Look, you're just not going to find a better deal anywhere. You're paying our invoice price. We don't make a single penny. All you pay is one fixed price. No co-pays, no out-of-pocket expenses, and no premiums. Okay, that is it for this episode of Be Less Stupid. If you haven't already, would you please make sure and subscribe to the channel? And if you feel like it, tell a friend to subscribe too. It really helps. And if you would like to show your solidarity with other like-minded liberals who care about science, fact, and equality for all, get yourself one of these Be Less Stupid t-shirts. Just go to our website and click the shop button in the menu. I want to thank you all very much for watching. I'm the host, Jon Hotchkiss. I'll see you next time.